Hey guys, I'm going to talk about The Last Jedi again. It's getting to be pretty popular bashing this video on YouTube, and some good fun to be had watching the videos, but this movie is 2.5 hours of male bashing. If you are a man, if you are a patriarch, a good father, a good husband, The Last Jedi hates you, and even The Force Awakens to a lesser degree. It's not as bad, but come on, they turned Han Solo into a deadbeat dad. I don't know what it is that they have to bash the men to make the women look good. Can't they be competent on their own? Ugh. I just don't get it, people. What, Kathleen Kennedy? I have no illusions that you'll ever watch the video, but I'm still posing the question, why do you hate men so much? And if you hate men that much, you need to divorce your husband and be the bitter old woman you really are. Why did you even get married if you hate men so much? Could it be because your husband helped further your career? Possible. You turned Luke into a bitter old man who only cares about himself, who won't train Rey, but of course, Rey has to be so perfect she don't need training. You put in Admiral midlife crisis hairstyle, who is like this hyper-feminized psychopath who belittles the men under her command. That's no way to command. You do that, you're just asking for a mutiny, which is exactly what you got. Give me a break. You don't have to denigrate the men to make the women look good, and I have nothing against strong women. Let me tell you a little bit about a movie I really enjoy with a strong woman that does not denigrate the men. Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins. I'd like to see what she would do with a Star Wars movie, but I don't think she'd take any of Kathleen Kennedy's tyranny, and she'd get fired like the other directors who won't march to her drum. Wonder Woman is a very strong woman, independent, powerful, smart, just an all-around great hero. And in this movie, they do not belittle the men to make her look good. Yeah, there's some role reversal there where it's her doing the saving and whatnot, but if you watch the movie, it's clear she could not have completed her journey without those men that went along with her. The trench scene, for example, she hadn't come into the fullness of her powers. They helped her every step of the way. Steve Trevor is smart, confident, and resourceful on his own. Same thing with the other guys. They made a great unit. If you just did a war movie focusing on Chris Pine and those other guys, it would have been a good World War I movie. They complemented each other. The group made each other stronger. But back in Star Wars land, Luke's the crazy old grandpa, and Rey don't need no training. Admiral Holdo is so much more, is just acceptable for her to bash the men under her command because she don't like man. Maybe the guy of her dreams turned her down at the prom or something. I don't know. It's just, they could have at least gone further into her character and explained why she is that way. And don't give me, there's going to be a comic or book about her. One, I don't want to buy it. I can't stand this character. Two, start putting this information in the movies. That's what was great about the old EU, is they didn't cram that stuff down your throat so much with the movies. Like the Darth Plagueis novel, I believe that came out so many years after Revenge of the Sith. So that wasn't shoved down your throat, but they didn't need to elaborate anymore on Plagueis because it wasn't important to the plot. This, you're leaving stuff important to the plot out, like Snoke's backstory is going to be filled out in a book or comic. Snoke's backstory would have been important to the plot, but I'm going off on a tangent here. And it's not just this, it's getting to be more of a trend through Hollywood, making men look stupid. And it's also an attack on the family in this. How the family is not important. If you're a man in The Last Jedi, you're an incompetent buffoon, or you're evil and an incompetent buffoon, or you're evil and a total joke. Well, same difference, but you get what I'm saying. Rose. For a mechanic, she seems to be the perfect soldier, better than Finn, who his backstory, he finished in the top 1% of his group when he became a stormtrooper. Why is he so incompetent? Why is Poe making jokes at the most inappropriate times, holding for General Hux? And yeah, he did get those people killed, I'll at least give it that. Maybe Leia was justified in demoting him. But Holdo belittling him in front of the other men, I guarantee you if Poe was a she wouldn't have done that. In fact, that scene wouldn't have been written where Poe was demoted at all if Poe was a woman. And again, I have nothing against strong women. But again, look what they did to all the men in this. It's 2.5 hours of male bashing. Benicio del Toro sells them down the river. Harrison Ford in the last one, deadbeat dad. Luke, the crazy, bitter grandpa. I just don't get it. And yeah, I'm rambling. Partly because my videos are unscripted. But just, I don't know what else to, this is just, now I really get another reason I found this movie so insulting. This movie hates me because I'm a man. Again, Kathleen Kennedy, the majority of the Star Wars fan base is male. That should have been a red flag when you said the days to catering to male fans are over. Kathleen Kennedy, you need to resign from Disney Film. Yes, I didn't call it Lucasfilm because this current iteration is not Lucasfilm. As far as I'm concerned, Lucasfilm and Star Wars died the day George Lucas sold them to the evil empire. And even the male bashing, it seems to be a common thread in Disney now. Like, the male is always constantly more of the buffoon. Guess what? We can't have both strong men and women together. Like, I heard about an article where Patty Jenkins for Diversity is wanting to hire more female directors for diversity. That's not diversity if you're hiring someone based on their gender. This is diversity. Wow, I think you're the best person for this film. You got the job. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. That's not diversity. Hiring someone based on their gender is a form of discrimination in itself. Same thing where if you want to make a diverse film and you cast someone just because of the color of their skin, that's a form of discrimination. I don't care about the color of anyone's skin. If I start a business, I'm going to hire the best people I can get. I don't care if they're black, white, Asian, or Arabic. And yeah, I'm going in on another tangent, but same thing, man or woman. Hire the best for the job. In this male bashing, to end it out, one of the strongest influences in a child's life is the father. Why is it you hear a lot with women that get in abusive relationships? I married a man just like my father. It's simple. If you're a father and you got a daughter, you're teaching her the qualities to look for in a good man. Same thing, sons. And it's they base a lot of the type of person they're going to be on the type of father they have. The father figure is very important. So is the mother figure. You need both together. You don't need to bash either one. Well, I've rambled long enough. Feel free to dislike, subscribe, whatever you want. Comment below. Agree with me, disagree with me, make fun of me. One interaction's as good as the other. It all helps the channel in the long run. Till next time, I'm going to try and review something I actually like. This talking about Star Wars just has me bummed out. Over and out.